Hi guys, I forgot something. The more that I look at Bullhorn's face, he's taking you. That's your first right? It's a, but it's from 2020. There hasn't been any new shows about them. Like talking. Oh, let me see this. Oh, okay. This was 10 fucking months ago, babe. What the fuck? But look at our into your messy ass pot. Mm. Wonder why she picked this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot last night. Let's get into this Bullhorn baby crap. Because he doesn't hit some of us. I think it is some lights and lights. But let's see Dean for Cody Puffer because yes, I know you guys didn't help you. But you did abuse the ego. Let's get into this. But you got trick on. You just trick line. Okay? I'm not on trick easy. You hurt this. You fucking hurt this case.
Wells case. We have been fighting tooth
You've been harassing
the nail to get Ronnie Lawson, the sheriff, out.
This isn't your case. You will not caught that. You're not. You will ever be
out there in Summer Wells, the big old boot. And we have finally accomplished that. We do actually, I was noticing that we do have a new sheriff in town. I am working right now to reach out to him, hopefully to meet him specifically for the Summer Wells case.
Why? This is not your place. At YouTube, it's not being involved in this case, especially you, buddy. You can't pay. I was studying and Don Kenneth Road. Donna and Kenneth Road for a restraining order against your sorry monkey fucking ass. You have done nothing to help. You cost them home, you cost them more stress. So let's be real here. You don't do anything to help. I said reach out to them and tell them you just want to get them him up. You don't want the fucking truth. All you're gonna do is put people behind bars. That's not okay with me. Look, go ahead. That's not your job. Sorry, you're not an investigator. You're not a journalist. So, yeah, you're not get that money and cut, but you're not gonna cut it.
It's just to, introduce myself and hand him over what we do have. His name is Scott Stewart. After he won the Republican primary in Hawkins County, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2026, becoming the first new sheriff in 16 years.
Maybe you might be fucking around at this case. Have you ever tried it? Just like Sebastian Wayne Ross's case? Oh, you have. Like that fake flip. That flip looking picture, right? I'm fed.
Seeing unity.
It's not your job to interfere in an ongoing investigation. Because you have just let's never wait. Let's out for kitchen peace, honey.
A unity of everybody, right? And when you got a good message, everybody will unify.
You don't have a good message.
And so when we're not unified, then obviously the messaging is horrible.
Yeah.
Well, now for the first time, we finally see the community wisening up. We finally see the community realizing
just local.
Their leadership was failing them. Being the most impoverished community, seeing unity. Unity. I'll tell you another story. When Ronnie Lawson's son diddled, I'll tell you, before the age of 18, I'm sorry, you need to have a switch in your hand and you need to be their worst nightmare.
No, you don't. That causes trauma, Becky. You don't know trauma, honey. You don't know. You cause your own trauma, baby. You don't need to be a nightmare to your fucking kids. Or you gotta raise them right. Your mom didn't raise you right. She didn't hate you right now. Sorry.
Okay? You want them to be open with you, so take that with a grain of salt, but you don't want to be their friend. Okay? You want to make sure that they know that you are the parent and they are the child. But
No.
Ronnie lost.
I know you like to put hands on people. I don't get that. I'm not down like that. I do agree. You have to be your part first before you could be before you become. Sorry. I believe that you can be a friend, but you have to be your parent first and put it down your foot. You have to be strict. No, you don't have to hit your kids out of fucking tongue like this bitch.
And do for his kid.
No, but
his kid.
You got arrested for 45 times, right? And then you stuck and harassed not only donors, you lie on them. Because there's a video, like you said, you lie about the house, you lie about the condition, but you never been in the house. Shut the fuck up.
It diddled with 2 children. But what did Ronnie Lawson? Don Wells not being so forthcoming or truthful. There are some things he's being truthful about, but there are.
He doesn't have the answer to. He Bullhorn baby. And look, not clap, not into the eye. He doesn't have the answer to you. Okay, baby? Not into anybody in portrait.
Are scenarios that he's talking about, because I know I was the one that did those things. And I know that his statements behind him were false. He didn't say my name, but I guarantee I know what I did. I know I got him kicked off a job.
Harassment.
Went up to his job. Was I a threat?
Yes.
Of course not. I wasn't a bodily threat. He knew I was there. And he knew that I would never have been there if he had just met with me like he told me to. Right? I had to get.
Listen, Nico. He didn't have to meet you. He's not cop, not instantly IS. He said take the hand and as it took you guys back home, but he did, harass him.
Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to meet him at a Hardee's that he chose to duck, bob, and weave. And then he put me on a little chase. He thought it was cute to send me here to this job and send me here to this job and send me here to this job just to meet him to talk about his daughter.
Real hot white chaser a man around town. I mean, I know he got some debt, but not his. He's ready.
So by the time I had to track his ass down, you damn right, we're getting out with our signs, we're getting out with our bullhorns.
Yeah, to talk to. Who in the fuck are these thinking of? You know me. He's still on the way.
We're going to tell the whole neighborhood that has all these children around it that your child is missing
And
under suspicious circumstances, and you have more information than you
that's
think.
according
I think
to you,
Candace
right?
did something to the child.
That's making information again. Not you could have I'm missing fucking kids. Express it this way. You have no right. Sorry, we're on very end. You have no right special. You do not make a difference, no girl.
Sold did something to the child. I never trusted Candace.
You don't count. You don't matter in this case. It's not about you. It's not about. Sorry.
Had some. She didn't like Summer. That's one thing that we learned.
Can you prove that? Can you fucking prove that? No, you can't. No, you cannot. So shut your mouth.
Learned about and through our investigation, like this is how horrible Candace was to her daughter. So you see her brothers behind me. So this is a story that I got from interviewing a clerk at a local gas station.
Oh, local gas station. Did you even make that story out to my comment bad? Because I'm not even going to do anything to make anybody like that. Not just because you know these people. You think you're so high. No, you're not too high up. A local gas station. You don't know what's going on in that house. You never been in that house. You never seen it. You never.
Sure. And she remembers Candace bringing. Didn't check my footage, so my face was.
So it's all about money and control for her. It's all about the money she can make up with this nigga. It's not Sebastian Rogers. I'm going to wing the ass out today.
It was like this big on the screen.
Oh.
Me accountable for my crime. Me accountable for my crime. And I know that they would because they did it before. I stole a pack of cigarettes from the local store. I was young. I think it was, 9, 10? My mom's going to have to tell you.
I guess she didn't learn. I mean, look at history. History tells me they didn't raise you right.
I don't remember. I was young, right? Too young to be smoking, too young to be stealing. Okay? Mm-hmm. But let's talk about it. Stole a pack of cigarettes. My dad asked me, where did I get this pack of cigarettes? And I told him I took it from the store. He took that pack of cigarettes. He spanked my ass, first and foremost. He whipped my ass. Then he made me go get my piggy bank. Then he took me and drove me back to that store, handed the cigarettes to the cashier, handed my entire piggy bank, which, by the way, was $23, my entire life savings. At 9 years old, I was a millionaire, and he took
bullshit.
My entire life savings and gave it to this cashier.
That's not good for silly. I was doing one thing, and that was the kind of spaghetti. I got my mom, I paid for it. But it was a kind of spaghetti.
And you know what else he said?
I didn't mean to.
He told the cashier, if you want to call the cops, we'll wait.
I got my mom pay for it. And I said, kind of spaghetti. I'm sorry.
Wait for them. That's what he told the cashier. We'll call the cops and we'll wait for them. That was my parents, okay? That was my parents. Ronnie Lawson. Now, this is a pack of cigarettes, okay? This is something that I didn't need to be smoking, something I didn't need to be selling, or stealing, not selling, stealing. I did sell cigarettes too when I was in high school.
That's affect? How does that affect? That's disgusting.
25 cents a cig. I was always the local dealer of something, right?
I know that you got math.
But when Ronnie Lawson's son diddled,
pay for it.
why it took that community, this said everything I said. It's recorder. He pulled a Bullhorn Betty, put the recorder in his front pocket. Of course, I know my I know my own book, so I identified it immediately that I was being recorded. That's fine. I had my glasses on so I could,
You don't know how to read. You might buy it. You don't know how to read. Sit down. You didn't need to talk to your long life like you. You cost him his job. You fucking cost him his job for no reason because you not get back at him. You're not vengeful and hateful. You're not a Christian.
I put my dark glasses on so I can okay? Many times he's gone off with Candace to fish, to party, to do God knows what else. We're not going to go into that. Happy mother sold, or if she just wasn't paying attention, because we cannot forget all of the information. Oh, thank you.
I want to get my information from a real cop, from a real PI, not some stupid name fucking cop bag like you.
Lady for Justice. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. And we'll get back to all of this here in just a second, so just bear with me. But there were some weird things that happened at the waterhole. Apparently, Candace, Hunter, Grandis were all up at the vehicle doing God knows what. And I'm pretty sure it had to do with substances.
No, it wasn't Thomas.
Of some sort.
She's lying.
And
she doesn't know, so she doesn't know.
Summer was at the water all by herself. And there was an incident that Hunter described as looking over and not seeing Summer. And Summer appeared to be under the water. And so he casually walked over to the water and reached in. There's no casually walking where they are. I mean, they're literally 60 steps away from the bank. Now, if you're walking, if you're talking 1, 2, so you're talking 60 seconds to walk, 45 to 60 seconds to walk to the water. You're not wanting to see a child underwater for 45 seconds or 60 seconds, especially when you don't know how long they've been under the water. He just looked over there and she was gone. And so he goes over there and he's telling, Chris McDonough that he's hollering in the water, Summer, are you there? Are you there? And then he reaches in and kind of pulls her out. The way he talked about this, we've been out to this water hole many times. So I know that where they were parked and where she was in the water. But and how many.
You don't know like DJ. You don't know anything. So how do you know you're going to do anything? Crack. Are you doing crack? Because you're not kind of hot.
How many feet it is for somebody to casually walk from one to the other. Because I did it multiple times on camera. Right?
And you don't live.
So did something happen there where it was a medical event?
No, it didn't. Because Derek Ambassador Classroom says her lips were not blue. If she had done a separate, if she had, died from that, her lips might be blue. In the picture, as you can tell, her lips were not blue. So, but let's just know.
She drowned. I have read Connie's notebook on the case. Sad. Aw. I miss Miss Connie. Jump over to the Cornbread Mafia because they're going to be bringing that back up in the Dr. Phil show. And I had an opportunity to interview.
Well, I did Dr. Phil such. That's 2 months ago. So it's not relevant new. You don't have any new information. You're just trying to get these some clips. I put that show you also. You don't.
The author of the Cornbread author of the Cornbread jail for that, for part of the Cornbread Mafia marijuana bust, right? Some of these people were doing the rest of their life in jail over marijuana. And this is a true story that went on out there. And he wrote a book about it because I was platinum blonde. So that button. If you're on the replay, Jim Higdon, he's completely gray and white. To have conversations with like-minded people. So hopefully if you're coming in and you're...
Her chat is a debt here. Second hand of the truth. Let's just back, because her butt herself can handle the motherfucking truth.
Learning about this case, we're going to give you guys just a little bit of detail, but first I'm going to say hi to everybody with that have chat. Good morning. It's nice. Hello, Tom. What is it? Ingram? To those, because I pulled this up real quick. Candace and Don Wells was on this show shortly after they lost Summer. Summer went missing. And Candace abruptly left when they started talking about the Cornbread Mafia. And so, again, just to let you know, actually, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick.
You don't know what you have done. You cause stomachs. You don't even he doesn't deserve you going from. He drove to Tennessee 12 hours. What the fuck is your problem?
I put him as James Higdon, but he goes. And it's like, and she survived, and we never even knew she was struggling. And I just feel like some of our prayers, and the speed he was driving, the way he was driving.
But he did not know this to come, my dear. Shut the fuck up, because he knew how to get down and got back up. He's done it several times, most times he could ever account it.
Driving down the mountain from Washington County over. That's where he said he was working. That's where he said he made the phone call to 911. And he's flying in. And again, he's not in his truck. Water. But it's not completely missing. They're entirely too loud. Okay. Junkie Faye, good morning. Go ahead and stop here and just this guy.
Yeah, okay.
And he knew the people that went to jail for that. How many feet it is for somebody 60 steps away from the bank. Now,
that's not
weird things that happened at the water hole. Apparently, Candace home. He shut down and would never talk. yes. Veronica, it's nice to see you. Good with us ever since. So it's nice to have her. Got it. So keep those prayers for everyone else going as well, We still have a lot of prayers that need to be had for Turkey Man, Sonia, Karen.
Just to go ahead and work late.
We just finished planting flowers, and then Summer, she has to go back in the house with the boys. I fixed my mom's knee brace, and I told my mom that I have to go back in with the kids. After I came into the house, I asked the boys where she was, and they said that she went downstairs to play in the playroom. And I come into the playroom, she wasn't here at all.
About 5:30 p.m., my wife Candace called and said she couldn't find Summer. I says, well, hang up for me and call 911. So I threw just to wife Candace called.
They have vast amounts of land, vast amounts. This land. So they have all of this area here, but their land actually encompasses that entire mountain. Okay. So these 21 dogs. Grandis was the only person that was absolutely involved in or around during Rose Bly's disappearance, and she was the only one.
I'm going to stop talking. Now you know to lie. I was just, let me say what you did. I'm sorry, but what you think you're innocent? No. She didn't have to talk to you, Mr. Rich.
One that she's the only person that's connected to both cases is Grandis, and that's Candace Harrer, Candace Bly's mom. Her daughter is missing. She doesn't even really look for her daughter. She just takes off in her pickup truck. Grandis leaves almost immediately and runs away from the situation.
I don't know the fucking backstory to this. I don't have baseline. I cannot. But you know what, babe? You sit down. You don't ever be keep up again.
In its entirety. Now, mind you, Grandis was the only person that was absolutely involved in or around during Rose Bly's disappearance. Both of these ladies disappeared, and they disappeared for forever. I want you guys to understand the statistics of that. Very low probability of having two people in your family disappear and disappear forever. Very low probabilities. But I feel Grandis knew how to get rid of one person because Grandis.
So why are you lying on this family? You have done enough, ma'am. You have done enough.
Grandis was the only person that was absolutely involved.
Someone else can never be your kid. Never be the media's kid. She lost her done because not you.
In or around during Rose Bly's disappearance, and she was the only one that she's the only person that's 11 acres here, and as we just heard on Dr. Phil, Don Wells is implying that his immediate thought was abduction, and I just don't understand how that could be your first thought unless somebody had already threatened to take your daughter for maybe some drug money, her being abducted. Like, what did you see?
I know he's an alcoholic, but he has a reason. A fucking accent coming at you, not leaving him alone, protesting outside the house for what? You're not a suspect. You've done enough, ma'am.
For ransom, of all things, for ransom. You know, there's a lot of places she could have fallen. There's a lot of places she could have.
Yeah, how come your mind doesn't go there? First off, did she ever actually look, or did she claim to bully down us like you had before? Huh? I'm thinking like that should be a bully. It's not a place to be a bully to anyone.
Gotten hurt, and his first thought is that she's abducted when nobody comes to their house, allegedly. It just doesn't bode correctly with the environment.
Stop smelling that beach.
Environment or the story that they're trying to. What? Why did she do that? Right? Why did she do that? So let's go ahead and get back to this so we can get this moved on and have some more talking points.
And Don sat down with body language experts Scott Rouse and Greg Hartley. Now, Scott and Greg are interrogators. Together, they have been called a human lie detector.
Now, we know both of these guys as being participants on, oh, good gracious, I just had it, the behavior panel. Good gracious. It was in my head and it just popped out just that quick. The behavior panel, they're 2 of 4 guys, right? The other one is Chase Hughes, which I kind of like. I've done his program to the Chase Hughes. He has a.
So much. Nobody gets it down. It doesn't make it cry for anything. I'm sorry, buddy. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass.
Book and some type of programming for body language and stuff like that.
You failed that class. Like you failed university.
I've taken his program, which is it's pretty interesting because I feel like I don't understand why they came to the conclusion that they came to with Chris and Katie Proudfoot on their initial.
Because you're wrong and they're right. So stop misleading information,
interviews, because we got so many different red flags from that original interview.
Because you were wrong and you're right.
The green shirt interview in the in the Sebastian Rogers case, but they completely, in my opinion, they
your opinion does not matter because it's not qualified to do anything. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Let me see if I can put beige rude ass stuff. I think I'm gonna go to my history and belief. Candace Rhodes looks better than Betty Bullhorn. I'm sorry. And she will always get better than Betty Bullhorn. Sorry not. Molly, you need to shut up. There's a video out here. I cannot find it. Oh, I'm going to show you this video. Because it explains everything.
Talk a little bit about criminals judging other criminals and also my thoughts about Chronicles of Olivia. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about that scary knife they found at the church.
Oh, this knows nothing about a money crowd for Bullhorn Betty. Oh, I could do.
But first, for a couple minutes, I wanted to talk a little bit about the entitlement of these people and also how a lot of the stuff they're doing is kind of backwards and just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, calling their protest a peaceful protest, but then screaming things like, lock them up, lock them up. Like, I don't know if I'd call that peaceful. Another example is the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie protest that they participated in, and they were saying, you know, it was a peaceful protest, but yet had signs that said no justice, no peace. That's literally the opposite. I also don't understand why they think that Dawn would come and talk to them or do an interview with them, you know, lock arms with them after they're screaming all those horrible things like at him. That doesn't make any sense. I also want to talk about something that I saw a few people saying, or I've seen a few people say over the last couple weeks, was that, you know, these criminals can judge these other criminals because they don't have missing children. That doesn't make any sense either. Because God forbid if they ever had something tragic happen in their family and they were blamed for it just because they have a criminal record. I get that certain crimes in someone's past could be relevant to a case they're involved in. I understand that. But the way they're reporting on it is these people have a criminal past. That means they're bad people. No. Jonathan even went as far as to talk crap about Dawn absconding when I'm pretty sure, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, I'm pretty sure that Jonathan had got locked up for skipping town. Anyways, I just wanted to add a little bit to my part 3 video. Now I'm going to play you the original clips from the original video. Now I want to talk about the hypocrisy and how crazy it is that these people have criminal records, but they're sitting in judgment of Dawn and Candace for having criminal records.
Yes.
To be totally fair, Molly Golightly doesn't have an extensive record. She was arrested one time, and most of my subscribers know why, because there's a video of it on YouTube. I will put the link to that video in the description. She stole like $8 from a stripper or something like that. Anyhow, I think the charges were dropped on that. Anyway, the other two, however, have criminal records. I'm going to put a link to Burnt Toast, the video she did on Bullhorn Betty's criminal record, and I'm going to put a link to Paige at Crime Stalkers live stream where she went over Jonathan Lee Richards' record. Bullhorn Betty has been arrested many times for domestic violence, one of them being specifically by strangulation. Jonathan, on the other hand, he did 10 years in federal prison because he was running some phishing scam. He was supposedly going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the record number of people he has sued. The list of people he has sued is ridiculous. He did all this from prison. He sued Jimmy Hoffa, Adolf Hitler, Malcolm X, Jeff Gordon. I mean, the list is crazy. He also impersonated the Sandy Hook shooter.
Let me tell you something, you will never be like Kim K. People like you don't get that high. Come on.
His uncle, and had his mail forwarded to his house or something, and made a doll of him, and had some fascination with serial killers and just really weird stuff. Their paperwork isn't even an issue with me. I don't judge people unless you're you're on a certain registry. That's the stuff I judge for. However, these people are saying they're criminals, they're bad people, they've been arrested before, they are horrible people. Can you imagine if you had an unfortunate thing happen in your family or some tragedy and people thought that you did it, and then they looked at your criminal record and were like, oh, must be guilty, horrible person. Yeah, I can't get down with that judgmental Karen crap. I really can't. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Now I want to get into the scary knife. The scary knife they found at church. I was going to clip the part from Chronicles of Olivia's video where they find the scary child's plastic knife at the church that the Wells family goes to, but it just wouldn't fit, and my phone's a piece of crap. What I do have to say about it, though,
but other people embraced to put as guts on Cam's, some guy named Cam, and lie about everything. She admitted it. That's different. Fuck you. She lied about your house. She doesn't care. Nobody, I don't care for you. You're a fucking loser. Bob, get back to you, honey bun.
Is I don't care if they found a actual meat cleaver in front of the church. I don't care if they found a bloody switchblade. It would have zero relevance to the Summer Wells case. It's been 7 months since Summer disappeared. Do they really think that that plastic weapon had anything to do with her? Come on now. They better check themselves at the mother freaking brake shop. And I was also going to talk about how, you know, Molly Golightly pretended like Dawn showed up at the Airbnb, and then next morning she's in a hotel, you know, basically saying that she saw a white truck drive by and she thought it was him, which, you know, there's been a lot of good videos made on that and kind of showing that she was lying, which I already knew it was a total fake, over dramatic for views type of thing. I will link a video or two of that in the description with the video that Chronicles of Olivia made about the scary knife with a timestamp. Before I close out of this video, though, I want to talk a little bit about Olivia. I feel like Olivia and her mom seem like really nice people. And I kind of hope that with all this footage that Olivia is getting of these people, that someday she'll just expose them. But
let's see. Yeah. Because mine just got pinned.
I never trusted Candace. Candace had some. She didn't like Summer. That's one thing we learned about through our investigation. Like this is how horrible Candace was to her daughter. So you see.
Why is Susie using the toilet seat covers I've sent in for her? What? I put toilet seat covers in her book bag so she can use them every time.
No, you're her. Don't put that. No. Well, you can say that again.
They thought maybe law enforcement paid them to try.
Of course he did, because he's got fucking delusional, buddy. You're so fucking delusional. Yesterday, you know, seriously, I was in my fucking truth. Like this. Like this.
Try to, you know, calm some stuff down so they could start focusing on the family. We thought they were paid because they were so, it was so bad. Like their assessment was so bad and defied everything that they taught.
Don't care. You're not a professor. You just say that. Stay in your place. Your place is at home. What are you big fat mouth?
Taught us literally everything. So I don't know. But this one, I thought they hit out of the park. So let's listen to us. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. The professionals. Their assessment was so bad. They have to say.
Questions. I mean, I don't really have any. I mean, I question.
See, he's struggling with that because he doesn't know how to answer that. Because yes, of course she was the last one to see his daughter before she disappeared. He doesn't want to think she could have done something to her daughter, or maybe her daughter.
You don't know her. You don't know her. How can you sit there and judge her? You can't. You can't. You never met her. You know, hope to God you never will. I hope to God you see your fucking ass for everything that you got to them because they didn't do anything. But it's been 7 fucking years. Honey, you might be wrong.
Their daughter did drown at the watering hole and succumb to her injuries.
No, she did not. Stop lying.
When she got home, and he doesn't seem any reason for his wife to go through the he's trying to protect his wife, it seems like. That's my overall assessment.
That's his prerogative, not yours. You control anything, you master.
No, I don't really have any questions.
He was stammering, stuttering all over the place. What'd you make of that?
I think he edits, he speaks, and never finishes a sentence.
We were under the impression he was holding back little information.
Okay, now this is important.
So now they believe.
No, Dr. Pierce said he was on their side. I'm sorry, but unless he said he's not Apogee, but he is, because that's the green evidence he is. It's all about the customers. This video was from maybe like 20 months ago, and the video before that was from 2022. Yeah, so they shut the fuck up and sit down.
That he's holding back critical information. This is the first telltale sign, because again, this was the first time these two people sat down with them. What you're going to hear Don say is shame on social media, right?
Damn right. Damn fucking right.
We brought social media in to help us find our daughter, and social media turned on us. No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
We did our job.
No, that wasn't job to get people fucking fired. Never can he do that to you. Oh, you be crying like a little bitch. See everybody. No, honey. Until you've been in Joseph, you cannot talk. You're not in the social. You never have been, so shut the fuck up. You have drug addict.
Correctly. Their story stunk. They couldn't answer the most basic.
You don't want the answer to you. You didn't have the answer to social media. And social media people need to know when to back up. Do you don't want to talk to? You don't have to. You're not the judge. You're not anybody. You're not even a journalist. So please miss me. You don't act like it. You don't act professional. I just not to bully, harass, and touch people.
Questions. At the time, they didn't even know what date their daughter's birthday was on.
America's thing I just dropped. Have you ever heard that? No.
Let's not forget the true reality of who we are dealing with when we're talking about the Summer Wells case. They didn't even know their daughter's birthday. How does a woman that gives birth to a child not know?
In a crisis, you don't remember things, baby. Maybe just not the toilets for her. Shut the fuck up and say that never had a child, never had a child. You don't have any. Not disabled. Okay.
When their daughter's birthday was. It was, and I'll just throw it out because all of us are not even really getting along. You guys know MGL, right? Molly Golightly, right? She was out there. JLR was out there.
All trashy punks. When to get the 15 minutes of fame. We all know that. That's why he has so much hate. It's not us.
Olivia was out there. I was out there.
You didn't make a change.
Candace and her mom, in order to leave the mountain if they didn't go down the driveway. This red truck that people were talking about, even what Dr. Phil is about to say, this red truck was, at least Ronnie Lawson did. Now we have a new sheriff in town. At least Ronnie Lawson did. Now we have a new sheriff in town. And I'm reaching out to the sheriff to see about,
Why? This is not because never been law enforcement. done a lot because he have lost several law cases. Lots of fact that he has to do with this because you don't have the right to interfere. This case is not about you. It's not about Bullhorn and like she thinks and how she feels. It's not about your fucking feelings. But now you're gonna stand up and do the right thing. And you have never done the right thing. Not in Sebastian's case, not in this case. Not in anybody's case. You never done nothing right.
A Summer Wells committee of some sort.
Why? It's not your case.
I feel like we need something.
You feel like it's not about fucking feelings. It's about fucking facts. You can't handle that truth.
From the sheriff to focus on this little girl and getting this case finally resolved and bringing in the cold case squad or bringing in Equisur.
This is not your case. It's not in charge to cite Plato. Because you don't speak for someone else. Never have, you never will.
Or whatever resources we have out there that are free of charge to this community that will help this case. Those resources on this. Where are we?
Me, because we're trying to find this little girl. I don't care about anything else. It's very clear to me that he is editing. That means he's holding something back.
How many people have some of the similar things? Betty, can we do Chris Watts update? Purple Moon, Chris Watts. Yes, we can. Anyway, sometimes we agree with some of the stuff, but we try to protect the boys, but the boys.
You gotta protect Seth, my girl. Seth is such a flex. This is not like your fucking feelings. It doesn't matter at the end of it. It doesn't matter how you feel. It's not your kid. It's not
We've never heard what their statements are. I do know that no matter what, both of these parents, this is a case that I told you that, and I went to Hawkins County District. Olivia, as well as her mother, went inside and sat down, literally sat down with the district attorney. And the only way they were willing to meet with us is if we did not record the conversation. But they sat down with us, all of us, to talk about Summer Wells. We've never had another county show such respect to our kind before. I will be honest with you.
You cannot life choice defense. Come on, you made the biggest one. You made money for Sebastian. You could be misinformation. Come on. Let's call a spade a spade. For Christ's sake, you don't care about this. You don't care about this. All you want is justice for your own ego. You're not here for your ego, man. You don't buy down to feelings.
They were willing to do whatever they could to try to help this child, but they don't have the money. And I think money prevented them from suing and taking their parents to court. Their parents should have been charged criminally.
For what, ma'am? For fucking what? I mean, there's no really clues. They're only taught. You can't base on trust.
I want a law, federal law, that you cannot remove a child from a home permanently without criminal charges.
For what reason?
Because any child, I'm not saying that the children don't need to be removed. I am sick and tired of these communities protecting.
I'm so sick of loving telling a person a building like you needs to be in jail for interfering in not only just case Gary Clinton Sullivan, but other facts that you do, for protesters not giving the respect to the victims. You made them victims today, you decide to go after them. Kenneth and John is your victim. How dare you make? You don't need some psychotic woman that's gonna go out there and run her mouth for like no reason. You don't need to do that. You can't move a needle. You have never done anything right. I'm sorry, you never made a needle But yeah, it's the First Amendment right. Like, you're not. How do you like that restraining order? Because Kate and Chris did the right thing to
monsters.
You're the monster.
That's what I'm sick of.
I'm sick of you. Bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm sick and tired of the Candace Bly's and the Don Wells of our communities.
No. No, baby girl, he just got help because he got caught stalking. I'm studying the truth. No, he's studying, not in reality.
And that's where they can be such dirt shit parents, do terrible things, put their children in harm's way, do drugs, get drunk, have knockdown, drag out.
Oh, sounds like you being a parent.
Fights in front of their kids. Have wires hanging all out. Having debris all over their yard that they can hurt themselves, if not get killed. And them kids being ripped from that home and never able to go back to it. But those parents that did that to those children.
You don't see the CPS because you never will. I can't mind your business. This is not your business.
Have never been held criminally accountable.
Not really for all the misinformation, the interfering like cops. No, I'm not give them my best advice is to get everything out on your ass. Sorry.
For the atrocities they've done to multiple children. Now, mind you, out of all the children, these people have had 8 kids in total that we know of. Their toenails. And so that's when he brought up the Department of Children and Family Services to me and told me that they were there the night before and that the woman took special interest in Summer. And even when they, and then by the next day she's gone and she's gone. Full buckets of mud, drywall. He didn't buy that shit.
And that's a lie, because she doesn't know where that stuff came from. She doesn't know to. She never have. But shut the fuck up. For my on these people. Shame on you. I hope you don't see tonight. You deserve to be in prison.
Shit, that he stole that from Job.
Gil?
We can't read minds.
He's truly sober. He would probably admit how much of a dirtbag he was when he was using. He's truly sober. He would probably.
Unless he's not 20 point. I need a new place to go suck and harass new people. Honey, shut up. White man?
Admit how much of a dirtbag he was when he full buckets of mud, 187,000. Need to listen to Mr. Oh, I've had some drop frames today. Need to listen to Mr. Oh, I've had some drop frames today. I wonder what's going on here. Do I have this on? That woman would never be caught dead in.
Baby home.
Need to listen to Mr. Oh, I've had some drop frames.
He has always been a fucking mess. He always been painted every case he ever met. He never helped move the needle, right? Never helped. Didn't help in Clinton. So didn't help. All he had done is fucked up cases and hooked. Poor stuff she got in caught and she no red eyes, right? I mean, he would believe a felon like you know, a chemical like you.
Today. I wonder what's going on here.
Anything that we don't know?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
First off, tell me about Summer. Candace, you're her mom. Tell me about Summer. What's she like?
What is she do?
Talk when they turn 18. Honestly, I think high school.
That
Some of the footage. They couldn't remember.
That I'm aware of.
I'm sorry?
Nobody that I'm aware of.
been involved in a lot of these investigations, and
home permanently, then that parent needs to be in jail, because the effects that they have on their children that is going to last them a lifetime.
Never met these people. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because you never met them. Never got to know them. You're so biased for that reason. I don't know. This kid's not good. You can't force anything.
Are going to be immense. Again, drug problems, alcohol problems, relationship problems, daddy issues, mommy issues. The stuff that they do to their children affect them.
You don't know what you did. Shut the fuck up. And yeah, you can tell. You can't be honest for a second.
Right. With you can thing, they have laws that protect the bad guy, and they do not protect their blessed children. And now everybody in Tennessee is like, oh, we're going to go after the siummers, the siummers. We're not worried. Yeah, CSAM's bad, and they're victims. But you're going after low-hanging fruit. When
Are you butthurt? Are you butthurt because Kitty and Chris got a PO out against you, and you, nice, 12 hours, you decide to go to work, go to the home, you decide to drive at that street 12,000 times a day because you think you got a right to harass them. And then defaming them on top of that. But unless these things are law, when it comes to you, no.
people, when your own children are being murdered, and you're letting their murderers walk free. But hey, we're getting the people that are looking at the photos. Well, by God, you keep giving yourself that pat on the back.
Why don't you calm down? Because you got musings.
I'm very upset when I listened to all this. I brought this to Andrew's attention on September
That was a big mistake.
17th. She was in Tennessee. Oh, you meant Andrew's attention. She was in Tennessee on September 19th. That's how important it was.
That was a big mistake.
I gotcha.
People like her, there's something like a damn difference.
that might be a bad thing. It might not be a bad thing given some of the hate that's been directed towards them. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Blah, blah, blah.
He's talking about you, baby. Go take him out. Go take him out. Because it's all about baby hate, baby hate, baby.
All right, let's come back. Come on. It's not letting me. All I can do is hold. All right.
Had to open a case for our good and for the boys' protection. So CPS thought our house was dangerous.
So if they did this for their protection, then why did they sign their rights away to the boys?
The CPS took our boys, which I was glad at the time. I was glad that they were not here because I was scared to death for their lives.
I can promise you nothing was going on their thing. They were calling harassment of like the Proudfoots, you know.
He did harass them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Come on here. I say what I.
No, you drove cars up to Tennessee. You went to the postal house, went to the postal counter, and then you tried to go to the jobs. Let's not play this victim. You were never a fucking victim. Do you hear me, buddy? You're not a fucking victim. This victim crap has to stop because you're not a victim. You have 4 hours out because you're driving out your mouth.
I want on my show. They watch it and they're like, I can't.
No, you went to the house. You drove to. No.
I believe that she's saying that that's harassment. No, it's not.
Yes,
not
yes. It's not the fucking truth. Do you even know what that means, babe? To be fucking honest. It's something you can never do. You don't lie in the courts like Quimby's. You haven't played justice. 43 arrests. You bit off, keeps going, never stops. What the fuck wrong with you? You're psychotic. You're fucking delusional. Oh, but like, you don't have a case.
Your door, you know, going there. Like even we protested out in front of their house. We were down the mountain on the ground on
harassment,
public roadway.
Harassment, innocent people, babe. Do you not know what that means?
Okay, with our bullhorns, and he talks about shooting a flare off. And he's saying about somebody at night. No, honey, he didn't shoot a flare off.
Show the motherfucking proof. Shut the fuck up. You don't know you can prove anything.
At somebody at night. He shot them at us.
Good for him. I'm sorry, but bastard, crazy ass women. I can't see. Oh, my eyes. Oh. Sorry, I can't see your name. Somebody. I'm going to be digging stuff up. Not digging stuff up. Honey, don't play these games. You're not no victim. You're not no victim. I'm sorry, you got arrested for stalking. You for intimidating them. See, the thing is, you don't like rich people. You don't pick up rich people because they have money and you don't. Listen, I have to go. And my eyesight is so bad. I'm so mad right now. I have to go. Have a good night and God bless you. Bye.